Good morning. Good evening. Wow! It's finally time. It's finally time. This will be a very difficult audio check. Down, up, down, up. Very mushy. Down, up. Delay. That needs a titanic amount of delay. Who's here? Hello! Hi Juno! Welcome to my very Kirby stream. Down, down, up, up. Down, down. Up, up, down, up. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. You've just about got it. And may I just say Poyo on this goodest of mornings. Yes. Hello, Ravi. Hello, my gang. Hello, my friends. Okay. I've been doing a Toadsworth type lately. So, funny thing about this game being my favorite one is that every time I play it, I like it more. So we're gonna see what kind of things I fall in love with this time. That's how marriage works. That's what they tell you in court. I was just listening to the intro music because I was letting like the intro cutscene replay a whole bunch while I was eating breakfast, and I realized that there's a part of the song in the intro cutscene when Magalore comes on that uses these really ascendant like synths. That's really beautiful, and it's like my favorite part of the song now. It's just this beautiful synth section that I never noticed before that comes on like 2 times for Magalore character reasons, and it really elevates the song, and it made me just appreciate the whole song more. So we are already winning. Okay, so without further ado, sorry about the black line around my capture. I actually don't know what to do with that because I can't change anything in Wii U system settings, and I can't find this setting in the Wii. The Wii doesn't let you adjust its output. Normally there's a way to toggle that on Switch and Wii U, but I couldn't find it. The good news is that the Wii menus are really nostalgic. Even like back when like people were more like the Wii was a vision of a solar punk future, which like I don't think I immediately understood. Now people are on that Frutiger Arrow shit really hard, and yeah, that does make me appreciate the Wii more. Just looking at more Frutiger Arrow aesthetic stuff curated to make you nostalgic, I realized that I am nostalgic about how the Wii looks. It's extremely pleasant. And I was already getting really nostalgic about it back in America, like during grad school. I never played my Wii. It was like my least played console probably, but I got really nostalgic about it and I started playing it. I mean, this game carries the Wii basically, because even though we have a really nice, in my opinion, port to the Switch, I still prefer this one. So it's like I have so few games to play on the Wii, but we have one killer app. I might hack my Wii. There's a lot of consoles I don't want to hack, but I might hack my Wii because the Wii eShop was so goated, but I never ever used it, which is such a shame. Did you really, Robbie? Oh, I'm so happy. So I actually I honestly, all of my strongest memories have been single player. I texted my friends, one of my besties growing up and my sister who I played this with, because I didn't have like any strong memories of this game, and I was curious if they would, and they both had some particularly strong memories. Like they both remembered it really well. I tried it. I mean, we were huddling around 4 people around one Switch, like average undocked screen. So there was that, but I tried playing on Switch co-op this summer, and it was honestly kind of a headache. Like, the only times I've gone back to play co-op, it's been a bit of a headache. Two-player co-op might be really fun, but it's really funny how I returned to this game, so to speak, wondering, like, does this even hold up as a single-player experience? But now I'm like, does this even hold up as a multiplayer experience? Like, it holds up so well as a single-player experience that I'm like, is multiplayer even good? So I'm glad you enjoyed it that way, because ideally, I would love to play multiplayer someday. I'd love to share this with people, but it was really just a headache having 4 people. Really? That's so good. Yeah, I mean, it's not like a Robobot type beat, but people do like it. It has its fans, more than Triple Deluxe, I would say. I don't even have any narration, just grabbing all of your heads and forcing them down into this cutscene to savor it. Look at that cheesecake. That's a Squeak Squad era cheesecake. And I'm wrong. That's a strawberry shortcake. You know. Yeah, I know that type of friend. No, I actually, yeah, like I said, I wasn't super into this game growing up. I randomly got into it, like in 2021. So it's like, it's nostalgic, but not in that way. Yeah, this is the exact thing I was just talking about. The music gets really, really good. I suppose once they get inside. Yeah, once they get inside. Really, I think it's when Magalore talks. There's a wonderful synth. Yeah, welcome back, Nurian. It's been like a year since you played this on Switch. And now you're gonna see those Wii graphics I always talk about. Yes, right there, right there, right there. It's really just that synth. I think that synth sounds amazing. It comes back. And then this is beautiful too. This is when I was like, yo, they got those strings. Right here, right here, right here. It's just a little bit, but it's really good. It is really funny going from Kirby 64 to this game, because I actually disfavorably compare this a lot to Kirby 64, because like, it's funny because it has a very similar premise of like a bunch of friends coming together, and it is nice to sort of like put this quartet together for the first time, but the cutscenes are just so much weaker than Kirby 64 in my opinion. Like the story is really not what I play this game for at all. Oh, here we are. So before I even touch the remote, this world map is just one of my favorite parts of the game. Like actively, my heart is releasing happy chemicals right now. Something about this giant planet Popstar map is so good. It's so good. And I was kind of like squinting over it yesterday because I used this to get our pause screens that you will see. I made 7 unique pause loops, 1 for each level, for when we pause the game in each world, because that's how I do things. I was the kind of man I was. And I'm realizing that we have the same pulsing colored stars. We have these moving sparkles, and it looks like the little glow rings around Planet Popstar are flickering. But what we don't have are like the shooting stars. They don't have the Nagare Boshi from Leo Need's Project Sekai story. There were some colorful shooting stars that were shooting by, which frankly made it kind of difficult to get a proper loop. And they are not here, so I'm realizing that they added some more visual flair and fun, juicy stuff in the remake, so thanks, remake. Smooch. But yeah, even on its own, this is just such a transcendently calm pause screen. It's just so much fun. It's just, oh my god. I was saying in my top 10 games video that I was curious if Triple Deluxe was going to become my favorite game over Return to Dreamland, and I really like Triple Deluxe. Like, it's really put itself in the same tier as this game and Robobot, but like, it didn't take long, even with like the Triple Deluxe 10th anniversary and like the concert and everything, or not the concert, the As a Fly arrangement video. Even with all that hype, even of playing Triple Deluxe, I'm like, nah, it's still Return to Dreamland. I couldn't even tell you. I mean, I obviously try to articulate it, but I couldn't even tell you why I like this game so much. But this pause screen is a substantial part of it. It is just so transcendent. And it's just insane. It's insane to me that we can have this on our Switches. Particularly my Switch Lite, because that's like my favorite console. I just can't believe it. It's complete peak. A little smooch for the remake. Yeah, Magalore is just a poor little guy. He's very helpless, and we should help him. Oh, yes, get that juice, Noreen. Get that 30th anniversary concert juice. Oh, yeah, I watched it with my breakfast a couple months ago. So I think immediately you'll start to see some of the differences in the visual style. My big thing is look at the stuff beneath the ground here, like the brown, like dirt with the circles and everything, and these like rotating plant shape guys. I think it's down there that you see the biggest visual difference between the two versions. Wow, these are animated so nicely. These little dancing plants. I find, especially when we get to the cave levels of this world, it is really these like under the ground areas, the player facing textures that I think change the most, because I think they have more color diversity. They have more different colors in this version, which helps you see all the different shapes and stuff more. And those are, I mean, it sounds like I'm getting into minutia, but these are a really big part of filling up like the screen and the visuals that you look at. And Triple Deluxe, I think, really gets carried by the colors and all of like the geometric shapes that they use in these areas. There's not as much of like a unique theme in this game as Triple Deluxe with its dual geometric shapes. But I still think that one of my favorite parts of the visuals of this game is this little area, you know, right here outside the walkable area. And like I said, it's the caves where it becomes a huge thing, especially in this level. But it is one of the biggest changes in the remake is they really washed all of the colors together. And the more that I look at it, the more I get it. Like, I think it makes it look nicer with the capital N, but I really think that's like the biggest way that they lost the visual charm of the original. And I mean, I don't know if it's just me. Like, I think it's just me enjoying this original version a lot, but You will see, I think in Arena, if you've played the remake, like you might notice once we get to the caves, which is so funny to be talking about the textures beneath the floor and inside the walls of the caves before I've even fought one enemy. That's just how this game is for me. But that is like one of the biggest differences is you can really see there's just a wider variety of colors in this first game. Or the original, and I think in order to do some kind of like fancy HD look, they really blended it onto kind of like one color in a lot of ways in the remake. It was. When it's Kirby, it was. Okay, we're already paused. People watching this like, come on! Damn. This is just like that kind of, I mean, I don't even know if this place has a name. But this background is just, you know, the one from the title screen. I think these are our first pop flowers in the whole series. From this point forward, even Forgotten Land always has pop flowers. Little flowers to pop as you walk by. See? Yeah, caves and deserts used to not mean jack to me, but I'm a big fan of them in this game. Yeah, no, Kirby 64, we were appreciating. There's a cave in like every world. Like there's a rocky, craggy dinosaur jungle, there's a rock desert world, and there's a cave in the ice world, and there's a cave in the water world. Like, Kirby 64 knew what it was doing with the caves. Oh, it occurs to me that there's no sword beam in this. Yeah, they definitely changed. But not a lot, but they definitely changed the copy abilities. And like maybe my biggest hope for the remake was just having some difference in the copy abilities, just so that there's a reason to go between the two games, because that goes a long way for me. And yeah, some abilities have new moves in the remake, and some of them it's just like it works differently. Like the amount of sprinkle beams you can do in the air is less in remake, so that's another reason to come back to this. But I'm sure there'll be some abilities that I prefer in the remake. And you said, Noreen, the difference is yes, so there's no armor and no sand, because those were literally invented for the remake because they just wanted to make me so happy. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to notice, but I want to try to key into what enemies got replaced, because they put in a lot of the armor and sand enemies. Yeah, so no sword beam. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, there's the full health sword beam, but no charged sword beam, which I like a lot, actually. Promising my citizens a cave in every world. The local cave. It's like a library. You have to have it for civilian use. Chop and thrust. One in midair. That's the spin? No. Chop and thrust. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you... Oh, yeah, no, you chop and you thrust. I completely understand that. Yeah, chop, thrust. Chop, thrust. I chop and I thrust. I chop and I thrust. You can do it. Use two easy movements. This is officially the weirdest move. Like, once you really notice, look at that mushroom. Once you really key into how it feels, look at those little leaves on the little thing. Not every one of these, oh, no, they kind of do all have little leaves. These little twin leaves right here. New life sprouts from the ruins. Well, that's me assuming these are gravestones, which they're definitely fucking not. Oh, I wish I could do two. Can I do that? Oh, of course I can. I can definitely do the down. Oh, I can't do the pogo? Oh. What games have that? See, this very light green color, this kind of Kirby 64 Easter pastel flower green color right here, I don't think that would be in the remake. I think it would all be smoothed out to like one more hardy dark green. To make it clear, I do prefer this to the remake. I knew immediately that I'd prefer the original's visuals to the remake, but I do like the remake. It is still a good game. It is still a fun product. It is still nice. But immediately from the trailers, I knew I would prefer the original, because I just quite like it. Oh, we're already in a ding-dang cave. Oh, there's rock mushrooms! These aren't normal mushrooms. They look like rock mushrooms with the colors. That's so weird. So yeah, I feel like the caves, I mean, there's a number of them in this world. They like immediately, they just look so different. They look so different between games. And I think they're very beautiful in each. here is our first puzzle. One unique addition to the Return to Dreamland game for Nintendo Wii is carryable items. Carryable items may not seem like a large difference at first, but they open up a world of possibilities for item-based puzzles, promising a more linear, structured puzzling affair where you can't jump infinitely and have to be mindful of different things such as platforming or perhaps even having an umbrella French horn over your head. I can make video essays. Like those fossils, they would not be allowed to have that color. They would all be brown. Ooh, the background is nice. I like that background. So there's a great range in how dignified Kirby looks with this move. Sometimes it looks like he's accidentally lit himself on fire. Like that's how I was introduced to it, because Kirby Superstar Ultra and Kirby Squeak. I think that move originated as a scroll in Squeak Squad, and Squeak Squad was new to me as a kid. I started with Amazing Mirror. So I remember this move right here still feels new to me, and I remember, I think it was introduced, Squeak Squad Scroll, where you light yourself on fire, and Kirby looks very surprised that he's lit himself on fire, and a number of games go with that angle, but this one does not. See? See, the real reason that those are my 3 favorite games of all time is that you get to hold little things over your head. No, I actually do think that the puzzles for those items are the best in this game. Like there are some good puzzles, like the batteries and stuff are good in those other games. But like I think maybe my favorite is the jumping boot. I think the jumping boot is surprisingly fun in this game. It makes like an actual proper platforming sequence, and it can be fun. It's like not out of this world, but it's a nice change of pace. And my big thing with Kirby is that I really like when the puzzles are integrated into the action instead of having to step aside into a puzzle room. Like, you'd think I wouldn't even like Kirby that much if I don't like puzzle rooms. But I do dislike puzzle rooms where like you're adventuring and you find a room. Like if they're hidden, I understand. Like if kind of like a shrine in Breath of the Wild, like if they're hidden and it's like a reward to find them and then you go in and the game slows down, that's fine. But if you take a random turn and now you're doing like this slower paced thing and the music is different, that's what kills me, is the music changing. That's a huge drag. So I enjoy the carrying puzzles, allowing a gameplay like a puzzle or a more like focused experience to just kind of grow out of what you're already doing. I don't like the change of the pace, which is really funny because this is my favorite game and it has these segments. So I actually love these segments with all of my heart. I kind of thought that I would get tired of them coming back because I remember these not so favorably from my youth. I was like, oh, remember how every level ends with the same friggin' segment? But I think these are amazing. One may notice that it is in monochrome and features exclusively sucking and spitting, making it a subtle nod to the Dreamland original. Like, no, not really. But, I will say I do enjoy Kirby Dreamland, and I enjoy Star Spits, which always feel like a kind of secondary way of fighting. In Kirby games, it feels like a Star Spit is something you only do if you don't have a copy ability, but I think those segments are really fun for showing like how fun Star Spitting can be, because they set up all these opportunities to do like 5 Star Spits or like 7 Star Spits, and like there's many sequences where you can run alongside your Star Bullet, and that's so much fun, and like almost no other sequence in the whole series sets that kind of thing up for you. And also, I never get tired of Sphere Doomer fights. Like, thematically, I wish they were more different, but, like, every single one of them's a little bit different, so I actually, surprisingly, do not get tired of doing these things. Surprisingly. We got a planet back there. We got an aurora and a planet and a star. Yeah, this is definitely a Kirby game. They're just tucking whatever they want in here. Oh yeah, wait, what if he explodes an oven? He gets a fire ability. I don't know if he sets himself on fire. But he does get the fire ability, and every time he gets an ability, it's a big deal in the novel so far. There's some drama. The novel also set up a very clear system of what happens, which is not consistent in Kirby games. Like what happens when he eats somebody. They kind of like live in his stomach, and then when he drops the ability, they pop out later. Then the guy's like, "Ah, what the hell just happened? I'm out of here." Like, it's very, very clear, which I kind of appreciate, because it seemed kind of messed up when he just like killed Bronto Burt. Although Bronto Burt was a dick in that book. These are such funny sentences. Yes, exactly. Spinning at the barrier is fun. Doing Star Bullet spits and running alongside it is fun. It's really good. Even though it seems like it should be boring. So yeah, there was a phase when we first played this game where I like was super obsessed with grass Pokemon, and my friend Justin could attest to the fact that I was like obsessed with getting Leaf. Like, maybe we did play this game twice. I think we played it once where I was obsessed with Cutter, and then another with Leaf. Or maybe I played on my own just to have Leaf, but I had a very brief phase where I was like, Leaf is so cool. And honestly, like, this move is really good, but Leaf is like total C- tier to me now. I never think about Leaf anymore. But it's kind of good. Look at this shit. Put the clown makeup on me. Leaf is really good again. Put the clown makeup on me. No, I've played this game like 4 or 5 times since getting obsessed with it, and I never care about Leaf. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Can we do dash in the air? No? This is a good setup for Leaf, too. Yeah, Leaf has not enjoyed a lot of Spotlight the way that Water has. Water, Spear, Whip, yeah, pretty much everything that was new in this game had a much better run of like swag and clout than Leaf has had. That sounds possible, Noreen. That sounds kind of like something that they would say about the games. Because it is very hard to implement the idea of them actually traveling with you in your belly in the games, so I understand not wanting to do that. Yeah, so Cookie Country is kind of like all I could remember about this game. Maybe because I did replay it just for Leaf one time and I didn't leave Cookie Country. Because I played this level and I was like, Cutter and Leaf, sign me up. I don't want to play anything else. But now it is definitely my least favorite level. I mean, I like these mushrooms. Like, I'm finding some stuff to enjoy this time, but it just speaks to me the least is all. It is just funny how I didn't remember any of the stuff that speaks to me now about this game when I returned. It was like a total surprise. There was some drama about... Wow, that was a really good Cutter throw. There was some drama or some discussion about whether or not Archer and Spider should have been added to the remake because they have the Archer and Spider enemies in this game. And people were like, you gotta think about how the game is balanced. And like, I don't fully understand that because I don't fully understand how to balance a Kirby game. But it's an interesting thought. I think it would have been fine. I mean, these sections weren't made for Spider because Spider lets you jump vertically. And there are some good vertical sections in Star Allies for it, but... Look how the light is breaking through the trees. Hey! Oh my gosh, I slept until 9 yesterday too. When you wake up at 6 every day for school, 9 feels late as hell. I felt super, super sleepy and groggy. Yeah, I vastly prefer the forest field area of Triple Deluxe to this, but I'm looking at that background and it is nice. It is nice. If those rays of light were just like a little bit golden, I'd be like, ooh, sex. You know what I mean? I'd be like, wow, that looks good. That looks really good. I've solved the puzzle. Yeah, the cannons are good. They feel good to use, and they make you think a little bit. Yeah, why not add cleaning? Cleaning I would have taken. Add cleaning. Add cleaning to like every remake. Yeah, so I was just saying to you, Nathan, yesterday that I played Kirby's Adventure like to death in 2020, and I forgot. I just straight up didn't know that Needle and Tornado were in this game until I replayed it, and that blew my mind. That's back when I was like, holy crap, this game is swag. Like, nothing else has Needle, which is funny because Triple Deluxe does have Needle, but I forgot. But having Tornado, I was like, yo, I thought these abilities were like dead. And back then I was like, oh, imagine if this got ported to Wii. That's just self-indulgent. They would never do that. I mean, I would get ported to Switch. It just seemed like it would never happen. But it did. Yeah, this is randomly a shortcut to the beach area. Although, as you can see by these rock mushrooms, the foreground is firmly in Cookie Country. But yeah, we're just in the beach world for some reason there. The firework effects? Oh my gosh, are we gonna cancel the remake for getting rid of the firework effects? Wait, what just... Oh my god, when you're invincible and you slide, you have a different slide. I went my whole life without knowing that. Is it faster and longer? Yes. Hello, Jim NFL 9. Noreen is also here, and I think Juno. Needle is really good. Have you already played Triple Deluxe, right, Robbie? Yeah, this game is delightful. Yeah, I think because so there is a downward attack you can do in the air, and you have decent movement while you're doing it. So that elevates Triple Deluxe Needle to the greatest Needle. Just the absolute greatest Needle to me. But here is my favorite ability. Yeah. I should learn how to do Hannah Montana interludes and musical diddles to really be a woman of my age. Ah! Yeah, so one of the first things I checked night one of the remake was how many of these like drizzle beams can you hang in the air? Answer is not that many. You can do 4 here. Oh shit! Well, we're not getting that gear. Yeah, I was like, how many drizzle beams can you hang low over a fellow's forehead? And answer is not many. They made it slower. Which in a way made me happy because I was just rooting for like having a reason to still play this game. But now I'm like, well, I hope there are some abilities that I prefer their function of in the remake, because I don't want to dislike the remake for too many abilities. Yeah, Triple Deluxe Needle is really excellent. Really excellent. I guess we've broken our full combo. Now I can't 100% it without replaying anything. We'll have to bring out the 16-year-old in me to do the cutter beam, the cutter leaf level. They nerfed beam? Well, they only nerfed this one move. Not everybody is obsessed with using it. Like, not everybody's entire experience of playing a Kirby game comes down to this move the way that it does for me. But it does, it is harder to do these many in the air. I mean, most people can go their whole fucking lives without doing this even one goddamn time. But I did notice that, yeah, it takes longer to do, so it's less appealing. Maybe it does more damage or something, but I don't know. That's just one of the ways that I noticed that there was a difference in abilities. Because I wanted there to be a difference. It makes it more fun to go between the two games. Hello! Welcome! Oh darn, sorry Sparky. I almost called Sparky Squeaky. I saw somebody last night in a video about the Kirby Nendoroids say that they really want a green Kirby Nendoroid with Spark and Plasma, which I agree with to an extent. But my extent is, HAL doesn't seem to care about the difference between Spark and Plasma anymore. The last 2 times that they appeared, we have Spark doing Plasma, then we have Spark doing Plasma again in Planet Robobot. This right here, this is Plasma. This isn't Spark. This is Spark. This is Plasma. Then, because Star Allies is full of Kirby Superstar throwbacks, they do the same thing, where Plasma's back by name, but now it does Spark. Now it does this. So it's like, just merge them. Just merge them. Just merge them. Because like the hats aren't even that different. Although now I feel like I'm gonna eat my words if I look at the different hats. Ooh, that's a crisp blue. That is a really crisp blue. Yeah, this is a very good cave sequence right here. So open up your eyes and your brains. And your spines. Beam gang, rise up. Yeah, I would say that my favorite abilities are beam and ice. Bomb has been fighting its way up. There was an era back when I was playing Kirby's Adventure a ton, where I thought that fire was like also a huge fave, but it's really not. It just doesn't hold up through enough games. Yeah, this is just one of them caves. This is one of them beautiful caves. Send this to my sister. Reminds me of the ocean. And my heart. Speaking of heart, we haven't had Cupid in a while. It's like, you know, Forgotten Land, slay. But one thing about it is, it really doesn't have that many copy abilities. So, I mean, it's mad. It is mad how many abilities there are that are missing in Forgo Land that have never missed a game, or like almost never missed a game. Like Beam, Parasol, Spark, Wheel, Stone. I mean, these are bog standard classics, so it'll be nice to have them back for sure. But then there's also stuff where like they had a pretty good routine going for bringing back old abilities, and they just didn't obviously have time to do that really in Forgotten Land. So there's a whole bunch of abilities from the 2000s that are super hot and ready to come back that haven't had their shot yet, like Cupid, for example. They can't stop putting beam into these levels. It's showing up at the end of 2 of them in a row. It's like, this is the Spark sequence, but it's the beam sequence. Don't worry about it. What did we do with Spark? Nothing. Nothing specific. Oh my god, this background is transcendent. Oh my god, the deep blues are so good. The water reflecting off of the star. Oh my god. Going from 64 to this is... Shit, that couldn't have gone worse. Actually, that could have gone slightly worse. Hey, that's not too bad. Going from 64 to this is really wild, because I already feel like comparing them is interesting, because you realize how, like, in a lot of ways, this is a more rudimentary early polygonal game that evolved very slowly over time and got polished up to look very modern. But comparing it to more modern games, it's like, this game's kind of dinky. It's got kind of some very rudimentary effects and stuff, which I find super charming. So like, yeah, looking at all the commonalities visually between it and Kirby 64 is really satisfying. I think my big thing with 3D games is I prefer to see the polygons. I'm not like a low poly person, but I prefer to see the polygons and like be able to like appreciate each and every artistic detail they put in. Like the way we were calling out every beautiful thing in 64, where it's like, holy crap, they did like a donut purple pink pattern on that snow. It's so beautiful. Whereas with like an HD, like a really like HD modern game, it's more of like, meh, this grass could look better. Like, you get used to this fully immersive world, and then when you see like faults in it, you're kind of like, meh. So like, I don't know, I prefer playing a game where I'm like, I'm glad you did anything at all, and then being blown away by how much they did for the graphics. Because of course they do a lot in Kirby games. That might be why I like Legends Arceus, because I treat it in my head like a GameCube game now, which is not good. Oh, I didn't intentionally leave that block. That was just luck. We are pro polygons. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, oh, I should have eaten that meat. Not that it's going to matter at all. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like a low poly person, but I see the charm. Today's snack is Ito N's Relaxing Jasmine Tea, which is an iced jasmine tea. And quite a solace and a balm on my heart, because I have struggled to find jasmine or chamomile tea. Whenever I go to the supermarket, it's just like green tea, and that's kind of the opposite of what I go to tea for. This tastes like bath wash. This tastes like body wash. Oh my god, the first time I ate a pear when I was a kid, I was like, this tastes like soap! I was like, this tastes like soap. And my mom was like, how do you know what soap tastes like? And then I thought about it, and I was like a first grader. And I thought about it, and I was like, this tastes how soap smells. I actually like pears now. There's some really nice ones. The song's really good. This must be like a straight up 64 song. It absolutely is. There is some good juicy pears in my prefecture. I got given some for Christmas, and I let them sit for a bit, and they got so juicy and sweet. But yeah, when I was a kid, I was like, this tastes like soap. Polyamorous. That's more than pro-polygon. That's polyphilia. No, actually, I think I'm fine with cilantro, because we used to have cilantro sauce at the vegan cafe, and I thought it tasted like food. Embarrassing puddles. Yeah, the embarrassing puddles that make a game look like dirt. Like, unfortunately, like, I love Kirby Forgotten Land, but I was playing it for the first time in a bit, and I was like, this is magic, this is magic. Oh, that grass looks kind of bad. Like, I don't know, that's just kind of more how I am. Maybe because I'm spoiled by Splatoon, where, like, everything they want to do, they accomplish. Like, there's nothing that looks bad in that game. Like, it's just, like, I don't know. Everything is so polished, because there's so few environments. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but in my opinion, there's just, like, no fault in Splatoon. It's just fully immersive. Alright, everybody, watch my new trick. What the? Can I carry, like, momentum? Is this actually fun? No. See, if they're gonna do that, if they're gonna do this, why not let you carry the momentum through the enemy? See, if the remake fixed this, it's the better game. Why would you make this fun slide and then, like, it stops as you hit an enemy? You're never going to use that. This is why there's no grass. This is why it's an urban game. It was originally about bunnies, and yet there's no grass, because they're too cowardly to make grass. The Animal Crossing dev team has never made a blade of grass in their life. They just make green floor blankets. I'm calling them out. The next game will be terrible. They don't make grass, they only make weeds. That's the issue. Yeah, I don't know. I think these caves look amazing. Maybe I'm like overly remembering things, but like the little fossil details. Mwah. Mwah. You see, that dude could give Archer. Archer, I think they could have put in this game. I understand not doing Spider to a degree, but I don't know. It would have been nice to have Archer and Spider. They're just cool abilities. That's a good grass enemy. I believe that's an original enemy because it's grass, obviously, or leaf. But the way that it's so simplistic and has like that little dot eye face is one of the many ways where like Return to Dreamland, Kirby 64, shaking hands. Like sometimes like either bringing back Kirby 64 enemies that like will never make another appearance again to give even more of that low-key, low-poly feel, or just making their own enemies with those silly derpy faces. There's just a lot of love shared between these two games. Everyone pause, look at the trees, appreciate this light blue and purple colors. Very relaxing, very pleasant. We will soon be making a departure at Void Hallway. One thing they nailed in the remake is the more exciting animations for those. They're all super cute. They get me pumped. Perish! Shit. Ha! I tricked you. Perish! Stop right there. You've fallen into my trap. Hold it. Line up. I'm on fire. Something that ruined me is there is a meme video of somebody doing like gruff action man quotes, like cheesed up to the extreme for every single Kirby like move in the game. It's just like hurrah, hurrah, another Waddle Dee devoured. That was a close one. And now there's so many times where like I'm playing a Nintendo game and I'll just be like, I'll click to this awful mind space where I just imagine Link being like, hurrah, 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 take this, like Toon Link, or like Link Between Worlds Link, like the dinkiest looking character ever, being like, taste my sword, just like the stupidest quotes ever. It's such a fucking vibe. It makes me laugh so much. I'll be playing Kirby and it's just like, stop right there, huh, just another day. That's how I feel. That's how I feel when like these enemies are just like doing their thing and I'm like, stop right there, and then like snap all of them. The only good Nintendo game that could be if I could snap my fingers and then use my super ability. Perish. Which makes it sound like my fantasy is to be Roy Mustang, but I promise you it's not. This is why they didn't put grass in Splatoon. Hello Tyler, you ask a very good question. I refer to 3 games as my big 3. They are all sisters, and they are also now my 3 favorite games of all time, because they have all beat out the other games that I love. So this is a very good question. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. I noticed that Parasol is really good for fighting these guys, because you can damage them standing beneath them. But I didn't think that Spark would do so much damage. Like, I'm aware that it does damage, but like, I always thought it was like smaller damage. It is hard. I was just kind of gassing this game up, but Triple Deluxe and Planet Robobot are my next 2 favorite games. For a long time, Robobot was firmly my 2nd favorite, but lately I've been more on Triple Deluxe kick. So I think you can see how this game and the 3DS games that came after it are all my favorite games. They're all very similar. It's kind of this cheating thing I've been noticing where similar games can gas each other up, where like I enjoy one, so then I play the other, and then that makes me want to play the other, and then those games just kind of like boost themselves through my rankings. So those are my big 3, and they're obviously all really similar games. And then you've got other stuff like Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. They really gas each other up, and I think they're going to break into my top 10 games of all time someday, because when I play one, I want to play the other, and then maybe I'll start to appreciate stuff like the music or the characters or the action or the visuals, and then I'll appreciate it more again when I go back to the other game, and then it's kind of this momentum machine. And that's why I'm watching Side Order and Octo Expansion, because I love Octo Expansion, and having Side Order might make them kind of unstoppable. And then Hollow Knight and Silksong, like, there might be a time where my top favorite games are mostly these freaking alliances, where it's like the big 3 Kirby games, the 2 Hollow Knight games, the 2 Agent 8 games, and maybe the 2 Castlevania Nocturne games, because they make each other look so good. They might just like what do you go, filibuster, or just like, you know, horizontal monopoly or whatever. They might just take over my whole ranking. But yeah, I like all 3 of these games for similar reasons. But I think it gets more interesting once you descend from there, because I would actually say that Forgotten Land is my next favorite game. I think Forgotten Land and Kirby 64 are my next favorite games after these ones. It's also so funny how a lot of Nintendo fans were saying that Kirby had gone stale after Star Allies, but if you look at a lot of people's rankings, like my own, you literally see such a precipitous drop after Planet Robobot. Like, Planet Robobot to Star Allies was such a downgrade, because you had my 3 favorite games of all time, followed by my least favorite Kirby game. Like, they look very similar, but Star Allies was a gigantic downgrade in so many ways, and people don't appreciate that enough. Like, a lot of people are saying that 2D Kirby was tired, but 2D Kirby was, like, looking its worst when we stopped doing it. Paused doing it, I would say. Dramatic finish. Plus 500. They're good games. I recommend you play them. Ooh, good question about 3DSs. Good question about 3DSs. So I have had many 3DSs in my time. My first one was just a normal red 3DS. Then I got a 2DS because it seemed very silly. And that one still exists, but it is not in the best condition. It's not very appealing to go back to those tiny screens either. My red 3DS also bit the dust because I gave it to my friend as a gift, and he played Smash on it a ton, and it took a lot of damage. It took a lot of damage. And I found its corpse at his house. It got a lot of love, but it took a lot of damage, so it is no longer in this world. After that though, me and my friend both really liked the original 3DS XL. Not like the metallic new 3DS XL, but just like the really kind of like plasticky one, the original, because it had such big screens. So we used that for playing like Etrian Odyssey and stuff, and that one is still with me. When I have in Japan, it's kind of my RPG one, but I actually bought, yeah, Smash. I do not play games like that on handhelds anymore. It's just so much pressure. I bought a limited edition new Nintendo 3DS. Not the new XL or the new 2DS, but a new normal size one, because that seemed like the perfect size to use for a Smash controller. Me and Ben played so much on 3DS that we slowly transitioned to the Wii U. So we played our first tournaments. We once won a doubles tournament, like a local, playing 3DSs. Like, we used our 3DSs as controllers. We rolled up, we synced our 3DSs, and we just like cooked everybody. It was so silly. So I bought like the prettiest, most aesthetic 3DS in the world to use as like a tool for war. But it has had a fantastic second life. It's now my main 3DS, and I have the Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer plates, and it's just beautiful. It's my favorite console. I mean, I think my Switch Lite's my favorite console, but it's like the next one. It's perfect, so I have that. It's not a big one, it's a normal sized one with plates and everything. And it's in great condition. I have a lot of good eShop games on there, and neither of them are hacked because I like them how they are, to be honest. It's just like, I don't know, I hacked this Animal Crossing one with my friend, and then I was like, I don't like this. I just didn't like seeing like the boot up screen be all like computery and everything. Yeah. So yeah, I have a big 3DS XL that's black for like RPGs and stuff, and Zelda has moved back there. And then my main 3DS where I play Kirby and like a lot of platformers. And Animal Crossing is my white one. Oh. So wait, do you have your red one? So do you have a new one after the red one? Yeah, my parents were fairly indulgent. I clearly got a lot of 3DSs. I mean, I bought a lot of them with my own money, but with the new 3DS XL, my mom drew a line. She was like, you don't need that. It doesn't do anything that your other consoles don't do. Then the next year, the new 3DS XL came out, and I was like, hey Dad, could I have this for my birthday? It plays more games. And he's like, okay, I got it. And he went online, and he was like, okay, I've got it. The new Nintendo 3DS XL. And he bought me the normal Nintendo 3DS XL that my mom would not buy me the year before. I didn't say anything because I did secretly still want, because Justin made this DS look so good. My dad got the wrong one, and he was so convinced he got the right one. I was like, oh yeah, it's the new one. It's the new one. So I ended up getting the one that I wanted, but I do not have a new Nintendo 3DS XL. Oh my god, no, that console makes me think about getting another 3DS. I think enough has gotten ported. Okay. If Gunvolt hadn't been ported, I would currently be thinking about getting one of those bad boys. There have been multiple times I thought that I would get one. I have used the region lock as an excuse because those new 2DSs are beautiful monsters. They're the prettiest ones. Like, I love my new basic, but the new 2DS is beautiful stuff. They're always tempting me when I go to game shops. Yeah. They're just so lovely. Yeah, the thing is, Kid Icarus is really what I want to play, but I don't think I want to even play it on a 3DS at this point. I'm probably just going to emulate it. It's like, yeah, I could almost justify getting a Japanese one just to have a 2DS, but I don't really need it. Alright, so I actually grinded these. Not all of them. Not all of them. But I actually worked super hard at these when I was playing the remake. And, yeah, they're hard. It's really hard. I don't know that I remember a lot of this, though. They might be different. But I've never, like, mastered these or anything. The whip one was so much darn fun. Oh, shit. Oh, jeez. Whoops, yeah, that's a big loss. Thing is, though, these are a lot more, like, chafing on your soul than Treasure Road is. Treasure Road I could play all day. But these are, like, they take energy out of you. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's a lot of memorization. Damn. Wowza. Okay, that's a good... Oh, that's not even the end. Oh, that's just the bonus room, yeah. So you have to remember, like, these ones break. The metal ones do not break. They block the coins. I guess we don't get points for hitting enemies? Yeah, there's, like... Okay. Okay. But, like... Yeah, we gotta retry. Hello, Tobin Wolf. Welcome to Kirby chat. Oh. We die. Ow! That was highway robbery. No! What? I was leaning into it so hard. Okay, yellow is yes, gray is no. And then we gotta get, like, the Gordo room. Oh, the enemies do give you points, but, like, not many. Hold the... Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, my. That is, like, wow. Oh, my. Oh, no. Oh, dear. That is a huge... Ah! The animation, the way it, like, cornered me and then took my life, it was like, you perish. Whoops, okay, whoops. I was more going for a jump there. Third time's the charm. Dang. Yeah, that room, that's wild. So there are 3 grays. You really don't know what's gonna do what. You have to pick the right one, not just to get coins, but to leave open the option to get the secret room. The whip one is really fun. This is moderately fun. I've never even tried, like, half of them. Ouch! Oh my gosh, getting hit. So many points lost. Okay, I'm in. Okay, so we have to do this. Yeah, and then this is free money. Dang. That is satisfying. That's the kind of thing that keeps you going. This. And then we do a little killing. But like not a lot. Like 50 points when you're risking getting hit and taking 500 off. That's not worth it. There are Kirby fans. Silver! Silver! I worked my ass off. I will return. I will return for you. I worked my ass off for that. I got like everything. I guess maybe I got hit, but it didn't go very quickly. Kirby fans report. Kirby and his little gay friends go off on a wild adventure. Hello, Whoopi. Welcome back. Alright, man, this guy keeps a lot of radio static TVs in his apartment. Like, do those ever go away? I guess it's because it's, like, in fail state, but... Pogo. Hey, Kirby. The lore's looking a bit better now that the ores are back in place, eh? You found 12 of my energy spheres. As for the missing parts, I still need you to track them down. I'm gonna hack my radio static televisions for the next 13 hours and do absolutely nothing to help. Oh yes, you can give prizes. How are you doing, Whoop Miser? It's his favorite channel. The Radio Static Network. I think I'm gonna start Raisin Ruins and then take a quick break and get snacks. I have, what are these? Pucci chocolate chip melon pan. So it looks like chocolate chip cookies, but it's chocolate chip melon pan. I was trying to go for, last night I rolled in with no plan to the Konbini, and I was like, okay, cookies, onions, and raisins. Those are the 3 foods for the first 3 worlds. I don't want to eat raisins. I know, I like raisins, but like I should have done raisin cookies is what I should have done. I was just thinking cookies on their own, and this is the closest thing I had, because they're like chocolate chip raisin pan, or chocolate chip melon pan. Then once I got the cookies off, I was like, well, I'm not going to drink onion juice, even if they have it. And I'm not going to drink raisin juice, even if they have it. What I should really do is make raisin cookies next time. Because, like, that's easy. Like, they're a little bit hard to find, but, like, that is an answer to this puzzle. The onions, however, like, onions, wafers, and nuts. Like, I don't know about that. Oh, slay. Slay with the college applications. Wow, here we are. Here we are. Like, yeah, I didn't give a dang about desert levels until Raisin Ruins started to speak to me, and Sunbaked Desert is so good in Mario Wonder. Oh, I keep going to charge the sword beam, but it's not here. You don't realize how much you use that till it's gone. You know what? You know what? You raise an incredible point here. There's no difference between raisins and grape juice. I could have just bought grape juice. I'll have to remember that. The onions are still a no-go, though. Like, I guess I can make lunch after, but... Raisin juice is more shriveled. Look at this little dumpling. Yeah, this is another one of the things where, like, you know, look at this color. There's just this fantastic orangey brownie color mixed in with, like, the rock colors. It's just so nice. It's just, like, I can picture it being all kind of a washed out sand color in the remake. I think generally I play this game and I just see a wider variety of colors than the remake. Onion chips. It is possible. Oh, sour cream and onion. Sour cream and onion. That would have been the solution. Sour cream and onion and raisin cookies. Or just like cookies and grape juice. And wafers are easy. Nuts are easy. Egg? That's a different day. Oh, and then dinner. Dinner. Dangerous dinner. It's true, yeah. If you have a food, you just have to find the right Kirby game. Burger. Are there, wait, are there burgers? Yeah, burgers are the one savory food in Dream Buffet. Whoops. Food is so good. Hatsune Miku would agree. Oh my god, I haven't told any of my Hokkaido stories yet. Holy crap! I thought I was gonna do nothing but tell Hokkaido stories today. Ah! Oh, I'm so happy to be home. Hokkaido was incredible. You say sour cream and onion pancakes if you're not a coward? Well, you know, sour cream and onion pancakes sounds like okonomiyaki. Like, that sounds exactly like okonomiyaki. Yeah, onion is lunch. Onion is lunch. Here's something crazy. If we take onion as subtly hinting lunch and dinner being the last level, you could argue that Return to Dreamland takes you through a full day. Do you want to talk about Hatsune Miku? Do you want to talk about Hatsune Miku? Because I want to talk about Hatsune Miku. So I had a really good vacation for numerous reasons. Ask me anything. The Snow Festival is really, really cool. It was just amazing. Like, you could just feel how people were coming from all over the world to be there. It was so exciting and just like super, super warm. As soon as I got off the plane, I was like, Sapporo was so warm for being so cold. It was just like, I don't know, something about Hokkaido. Maybe people keep each other warm. This felt very cozy. But anyhow, yeah, so Snow Miku is, I think, maybe chosen like specifically to be kind of a mascot for Snow Festival. So there was a lot of her. She was the final boss at the end of all of the snow sculptures. It was a Snow Miku 2024 with her song. And as with all of the advertising, like in the city, there was just like all these posters of the main art for 2024 Miku. And it's so cute. And it's all food themed. So she's dressed up in this outfit that has like all these different foods and elements from like soup curry, because soup curry is like one of the most famous Hokkaido foods, and a lot of people like who are touristing in like me want to eat soup curry because I love curry anyhow, so I was hyped like anyhow. And there was just like, just like such a cool vibe. So all of the key art had like a bunch of different stuff from Hokkaido, like Genghis Khan, which is actually lamb. It has not much to do with Genghis Khan. Maybe he was the one who cooked it this way and introduced it, but like Genghis Khan was just lamb. This is what it was. Very, very good lamb. There's corn ramen, which is a thing in Hokkaido that was very, very tasty. There's apparently a particular kind of parfait, a shime parfait, that I didn't try. So all of this stuff was incorporated into like the Miku art and also her song. So I, throughout the weekend, was just getting like increasingly more appreciative of Snow Miku as like a guide for the experience. And by the end, once everybody like Nathan had gone home, I was on my own. And there was a Miku exhibit in town, like a modern art exhibit where everything was Miku. So I was like, well, I have nothing to do. I'm gonna go there. And it was awesome. There were so many different like various art styles and like really, really high quality kinds of art that were just 100% Miku. And then I found out that at the airport I was going to, there was a Snow Miku museum. So after appreciating Snow Miku art everywhere, and me and Nathan like looking for and failing to find a bunch of this like limited Snow Miku gacha that was out of stock everywhere, but apparently exists in our town. So I did some more pulls yesterday. I was just totally gassed up on Miku, and yeah, I went to the Snow Miku Museum and I was like, this is culture. Culture is here. This is Miku's city. Oh wait, really? See, I didn't even know Genghis Khan was a thing. So you might be right about that. Well, she's moving into my head. She's filling out the application forms. Yeah, soup curry was really good. It's lamb, but it's also Genghis Khan, the historical figure. Ugh. Hatsune Miku, what are you doing in Raisin Ruins? It's so, oh my god. Ask me anything. Ask me anything. There are so many stories I could tell. Alright, I'm gonna step off for a minute, just for a quick break. Hello. How has my delightful chat been in my absence? Bored of waiting. Bored of waiting. Oh well. Wow. So those are your two favorite? That is a very strong favorite. It feels like they just kind of have that Chad energy in them. Like Forgotten Land is probably the next game that would get a remake. People want the 3DS games to get ported or remade and everything, but it's really like, it's kind of a once in a blue moon thing. Like, I didn't really think that... Oh, that was a very effective way to deal with that enemy. Those guys can take a little while to deal with. I didn't really know whether or not Return to Dreamland was going to qualify for the remake treatment. Because before this, they only had the first game get kind of half remade in the side mode for Superstar. Then there was Return to Dreamland, which was Adventure. And Adventure was obviously pretty big because it introduced copy abilities and stuff, and it introduced like Meta Knight and a lot of things that are standard today. Then Superstar got remade, and Superstar was a really, really big deal too. That was another game that completely changed copy abilities and everything. And I don't know, like it didn't introduce anything super like that's not now standard, but it really did kind of like feel like a new era. And nothing has really done that besides Return to Dreamland since then, except I would say Forgotten Land. So like, I think they could always kind of get a little bit more generous with what they remake, or what they port at least. Especially the 3DS games, just because it'd be nice to see them. It'd be nice to see them on a different console. I enjoy 3DS graphics the same way I enjoy Wii graphics, but it would be really nice to see them in HD. But remakes and stuff, I think it's kind of just Forgotten Land. So yeah, I'm like pretty much expecting a Forgotten Land remake in like 25 years or something like that, whenever it becomes like appropriate. The classic. This puzzle's been around since Kirby's Adventure. Yeah, see, I'm not crazy about Superstar either. I like it, but I kind of played it too much as a kid. I played Superstar Ultra like a lot as a kid. So it's hard to, like, I played the original, which was fun because the graphics were kind of retro and stuff, but whenever they can finally fix those damn grass textures in Forgotten Land. Wait, should I think I should water. Oh, this is another way to deal with this enemy. Look at this! That's some of the most engaging Kirby enemy design I've ever seen. Generally, you just walk up and do, ooh, burger. This is a great place to eat a burger. Ow! The combination of like the greens and the browns is like, all you need is a dark brown and we're literally in Burger City. I guess you could do either here. Yeah, most Kirby enemies are pretty brainless, but this one can take a second if you're not using hammer or rock, which I never do, but I happened to do both times today. So I guess now I appreciate the game even more again. For the PlayStation 6. Well, I was was just talking last night. Yeah, exactly, yeah, because this was called, I mean, it's like kind of common trivia, but this was called Kirby's Adventure Wii. I'm trying to think, no, I think it was probably only called Kirby's Adventure Wii in, PAL, the PAL region, because it was just Kirby Wii. It was just called Kirby Wii in Japan, which is not a direct reference to Adventure, but it was a it was a reference to Adventure, in PAL. But yeah, it definitely has a lot of references to Adventure. But I also see a lot to 64. Yeah, I was just talking last night to Nathan about how much I want. Like, we've been talking about console wars a lot recently, and I want all games to be free everywhere. I mean, I want all games to be free generally, but like, I want, like, if you enjoy playing PlayStation 6, you should be able to buy Kirby on it. Like, it's not what the companies want, but it's what I want. Like Phil Spencer or whatever said, like, every screen will be an Xbox. I want every electronic device to be able to run Kirby as a Dreamland. Like, Kirby could be so popular if more people could play the games. And it's just like, I sometimes will get this like illogical urge to just see Kirby on the Steam store. Like, I just want to see Kirby on the Google Play Store. I want to see Kirby everywhere. I want to see Pikmin on the Xbox. I want everyone to be able to play these games. Yeah, that is another animation where they really improved it for the remake, with like the magical girl baton swirl. And I think maybe he's smiling too. It's all very different. This is famously one of the only instances in the whole series that kind of encourages backtracking. Like, literally in the entire series. Well, see, okay, so I would kind of take a phone gacha or like a tap-tap, like, puzzle game, but I really just want to be able to play, like, Squeak Squad on my Android without using, like, a crusty emulator. Like, I just want to be able to, like, drop $5 and have, like, a very polished Squeak Squad experience. It's illogical, but it's what I want. Kirby's return to gambling. Those details in the back there, with like that kind of like Egyptian eye with the star, very cool design. Didn't need to go that hard. Very beautiful. The heart wants what the heart wants. That's right. And I want Pikmin to be on iPads. I mean, we have Symphony of the Night on cell phones, so maybe I should just buy that and shut up, but that particularly I'm not so keen on. Shit. Oh, come on. Kirby Love Live end of service. Gomen sauce. Noreen, have you played Sekai? Noreen, have you tried Project Sekai? This game makes me so happy. Like, I haven't played a lot, but like, I have so many feelings about it. It has so weirdly much of what I liked about Sif and Bandery. Like, it really like cherry-picked my favorite things from them. Like birthday boxes, multi-lives, 4 comas, cover song, like all of this cool stuff that I like from both the games. I'm really just floored by the birthday boxes. I didn't know that they had like Whoops All Kanade type birthday boxes, but they do. So I'm probably gonna save for those. That was so much fun back in Sith. There's so much that I like. I like how all the groups are different, like musical styles, like even more so than Bandery. There's like only one rock band. That's crazy to me. The groups are so different. There's like idols. There's like whatever Hello Happy World was. There's a rock band. There's like a hip hop group. There's like depression SoundCloud DJs. Like it's just like it's so cool. Yeah, that's fair. I've been just, you know, I haven't been hurt that badly by phone games. Like I was very tired of them for a while. But like Sekai feels like I actually, it just feels like some people actually wanted to make this game, which is not how I feel about most gacha. And just feels like people actually wanted to do something and like have people enjoy it, which is not a given with phone games. So it's been really rejuvenating. Because like they're not just trying to market their characters for a larger multimedia thing. Like they made these characters for the mobile game, which I think speaks for a lot. It speaks volumes. Another beautiful end of level thing. I remember being pretty overwhelmed, thinking those would be at the end of every single level, because that's how I remembered the game. But they do a good balance. I think there's 2 per world, and I never get tired of them. So, the person who extracted the backgrounds that I used for the thumbnails in this video, I think they muted the thread where they posted them, because like they haven't replied to anybody in a while, and they didn't reply to me about asking for if they want me to source them or not. So like I could source them if needed, but they haven't said anything about it. But like kudos to them for doing this, because oh my god, I have thumbnails made for this week and next week, and I just gaze at them. Like they're some of my favorite thumbnails I've ever made, because the art's just so good. Like, you know, I'm always gushing about this background art, and seeing it the size and being able to zoom in and crop it and stuff is just like really powerful. So I love this. I love this thumbnail. I'm staring at it just as I have the chat paused here. It's so nice. The next one is even nicer. It's just like, oh man, I'm so happy they did that, because I don't have tools to do that on my own really. So I wasn't sure how I was gonna get assets for this. I think this might be Tornado Alley. No, I think we're coming up on tornado puzzles. Well, Kirby's jelly cubes are kind of like water. It's just kind of like floating water in that space. But Mario has jelly cubes. Yeah, Mario Wonder has jelly cubes. Real proper Celeste Core jelly cubes. "20 lives. Surely we will use them all." We duel. Yeah, they did a great job with Rock here. The up punch is great. Being able to slide forward while you use stone. Rock would really win out strong in these last couple of games. I'm excited to see it come back. But it feels like that they just got it fun in 2D, and now they're really gonna have to reinvent it for 3D to make it fun. Yeah, Tornado! This blew my mind. This blew my mind. It has a whole moveset in no other game besides this. So you do like, yeah, so you shake the Wiimote and you get a bigger one. You could also do downward tornado, an upward tornado. It's a whole moveset. Chef's kiss. Mwah. Another situation where we can use like a big star bullet. There we go. Ooh, look at me. Ah! That felt kind of pro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this game has my favorite little foods. The little food models are so good. The little cakes are some of my favorite in the series, but those drinks are good too. Oh yeah, speaking of random things, here's Starman with High Jump. High Jump does not get out much anymore, and Starman has almost never had a 3D model besides this. It's so ridiculously niche. And another adventure throwback. Oh shoot. It was 3D Kirby Dream Buffet? Starman? Oh, the food is 3D. Yes. I come bearing gifts? That is one of the few things that is very much like multiplayer focused. The way that these levels can't stop giving me beam, I think I've finished every level with beam maybe half of the time. Like, they introduce these other abilities that they want to do for the level, and then it just comes down to beam in the end. Like, we just did Mega Beam, now we have a Beam sub-boss, the Cutter Leaf level ended in Beam, the Cave level was Spark but ended in Beam. That's 4 examples. We've only done 1.5 worlds. Curry! Oh my god! I haven't been back for the curry since I became a curry fanatic. Is that 'cause it's like vaguely star-shaped, the potatoes and the carrots. I eat curry every damn night. Yeah, so oh my god, the food in Hokkaido, oh my gosh. So curry soup is basically, oh, Stone and Dream Buffet. That's true, but that's very, because it's Dream Buffet, it's kind of like in its spin-off version. The Dream Buffet and the Forgotten Land versions are pretty different. So I think they still have probably some work to do reimagining it for the next 3D Kirby. Yeah, so soup curry is, I mean, it's really just soup with curry spice. Like, it has the curry flavor, obviously, but it's not got any of the consistency. But because it's Hokkaido, it's just crammed full of veggies, like local Hokkaido veggies. So I ate some eggplant. We do a little ice climbers. I ate a little bit of eggplant because it was in there. And just like some random other Hokkaido veggies, which was really tasty. And I don't know, I struggle with veggies, so seeing Hatsune Miku all dressed up like veggies and all pumped about them did some good for my relationship with veggies. I think they had antler curry soup at the first place we went to. There was a non-zero connection between antlers and soup curry at the first place. So that's something, but I just had chicken mostly. Yeah, beam just comes out on top every single time. Okay, time to eat these little melon bonds. Oh, they're melon. They're melon. They're melon. They don't look it, but they're melon. That's a lot of melon. Mmm. What is this? This red Scarfy sure can live. I was gonna point out, what's up with those things in the background? Those are clearly bones. They connect to a larger spine at the bottom. These are gigantic ribs with purple spirals. What animal was that? There's never been an animal that big in Kirby. What's Ultra Kill? Oh, I've heard that name actually, but I've not played that. Get out of me head, yes I juice. Oh, it's bomb time. This is like the first bomb. I'll enjoy it for a few rooms before going back to beam, surely. It's a good bomb though. Yeah, this is a pretty area. Oh, sorry, Naughty. You're just trying to sleep. But what if bomb? Clear. I'm something of a bomb detonator. Ah! I'm something of a kidnapper. Eight. What are my other Hokkaido stories? Well, there was kind of a lame horse. They had these things that were like gigantic snow murals, sort of, just like really, really big snow walls. Like there was a big castle, there's a gigantic replica of a train station, and then there was a big, big wall that was just like a dude riding a horse. And the idea is that on this gigantic snow wall, we project a movie. But the movie was kind of limited by having to be a dude on a horse the whole time. So it was like a dude on a horse running one way, a dude on a horse running the other way, a dude on a horse running through all 4 seasons, a dude on a horse running through the future, a dude on a horse running in slow motion, a dude on a horse running in a big race. I think the best thing they did was the race with like really, really intense all surrounding audio, just like hoofs stomping, just like total chaos, like immersion vibes. I think that was a pretty good use of the gimmick, but in the end, not the coolest one. Like they projected a whole movie about like the stages of life onto the train station. With the horse, it was just like a dude on a horse going to the movie theater. A dude on the horse going upside down. Like, I don't know, I feel like there were better candidates for the projection. Like, they had a giant 3D German castle. They could have done a castle thing. How is Beam already back? I've never once in my life gotten tired of Beam, and I already am kind of like... I guess maybe that's why this is my favorite game. It just lets me do Beam whenever I want. Oh, this is this is a good way to see those kind of hieroglyphs in the background. Those are really cool. That's some Splatoon 4 stuff, like needless world building. Yeah, Kirby eating a burger and I take a shot. Water. That dude's fucked up. That guy is having a bad day. Oh, here's another canonical instance of Kirby games incentivizing you to backtrack. There's the dog. There's a hot dog. No! I've made that mistake before, haven't I? Wow. Alright, well. One mistake for the world. I was joking when I was playing Sekai that I was full comp- Oh, what the? Kirby games. Why you gotta be so gentle with me? I got nothing but full combos when I started Sekai, so I was like, huh, I guess now my whole account is a full combo. When I break my first combo, I'll be breaking the account's full combo. It could have been a full account of nothing but full combos, but I screwed it up. And it did feel bad when I missed my first note. It took like 7 songs. I guess it's like a Nuzlocke. Delete your gacha account after you finally miss 1 note. Yeah, water is like, I think water is the biggest fan favorite of this generation of new abilities. I like it. Like, I'm coming around to it more, but it doesn't like send me crazy or anything. Damn it. I just kind of find it fun. Yeah, you're right, Noreen. We could have just done Uma Musume. But you know what? I can't picture how that horse racing looks at all. Like, do the girls just run around a ring? Do they ride each other? What happens? More hieroglyphics. More beautiful, beautiful, needless details. Here is a Kirby 64 enemy. Right here. Literally a circle with wings and dot eyes. This is becoming a pretty good water level, though. A lot of hot dogs. A lot of hot dogs to grab with said water. They really run? So it's a running anime. I stayed in a very modern place. We stay. Ooh, oh, I love these invisibility crystals. I always forget about them. I guess they kind of just like slip through my brain the same way that they slip through the enemies. That's kind of just their characteristic. Yeah, we stayed in a hostel, so it was just like a big like lodging kind of like dormitory thing, and there were a ton of us from the city, so we filled up our room pretty good. It was very nice. It was very, very quaint and very affordable because we bought it early. But if we were, so I had one bed my friend bought for me that cost 8,000 yen. It was one bed in someone else's room, and 8,000 yen, right? If we were to try to rebuy that singular bed from the one room at the current price, not the like 6 months in advance price, it would have gone from 8,000 yen to 50,000 yen, $500. And that's like, I realize now, it's not even a full room. The full room would have cost like, oh my god, just like thousands of dollars. It worked out fine, but it was so scary. Like, you have to plan this stuff in advance. I will inquire. What is the vernation? I will timidly inquire as to the nature of the vernation. And sword. Honestly, the planet's history is not super clear. It seems like at one point the legendary heroes that defended it were Kirby, or were King DDD and Meta Knight. What was I thinking? I think it's possible that Forgotten Land implies that the original residents of Dreamland may have moved from a planet similarly to this. I don't think it's terribly fleshed out. Honestly, one of the biggest things for me was realizing that Meta Knight lives in like a different part of the world, because there's planet Popstar, but then Dreamland is kind of the region. But then again, I'm eating my words because this is called Return to Dreamland, and we travel the entire like circularity of this star. Whereas I was about to say that when we're doing the planet Popstar segment of Star Allies, Meta Knight lives in a totally different part of the planet. Actually, those two things completely contradict each other, because this game suggests that everywhere we go to, up to Nutty Noon, is all Dreamland. But in that same exact way, that's what gives me the impression Meta Knight lives in a far-off country inside of Planet Popstar. So I don't know if all of these worlds even are Dreamland. Maybe Cookie Country was Dreamland? I mean, it was called Country. Country because it's rural, but maybe also because it's the only Dreamland area? I don't know. I guess one thing I do like about Star Allies is that for world-building reasons, like, it starts at Dreamland, then zooms out to Popstar, then zooms out to a galaxy, which I think is super cool. But yeah, ostensibly this is all Dreamland, but it takes up the whole planet. I don't think Dreamland is the whole planet. I don't think so, at least. Goodbye. Oh, shoot. Meh. Kirby double disappointment. I would do a whole game of just this. That's what we could do. We could do an auto-scroller that's nothing but this stressful sequence. I think I'm gonna go Cutter. So what games have y'all been playing? Do you know what have you been playing? Are you still here? This is peak Cutter. This is how Cutter was meant to go. Ooh, that was nice. That was nice. That was nice. Catching it as it was running away. That was nice. Ugh. They're generous for letting Cutter bounce off the walls in here, because there aren't any walls. I still have to play Drill Dozer. It's getting late into the month. I still have to sit down and play Drill Dozer for book club. There's all these games that I genuinely want to play, but I like budget my time poorly. Wait, did I? Oh, cool. Fan games. Fan games, huh? Yeah, I like fan games. I've been watching a channel about Mario Wonder modding, and yeah, it's frustrating. I'm getting very frustrated with Nintendo lately. Like, God, just let people mod your games. Like, oh my God. I look at like how kind the Celeste dev team is to their modders, and then Nintendo is like flagging every video about Mario Wonder modding. Like, why? Why do you exist in this state? I want to see I want to see ROM hacks. I want to see mods. I want to see more. Like, I want to see more ding dang Mario Wonder content. God, wait, did we accidentally 100% everything? This is why I'm not gonna need that much time for this. Although it's been 2 hours. It's been an hour per world. That's actually not crazy, huh? I gotta play more. That's kind of cool. A budget Persona game with more heart. That's certainly not bad. You could call me that and I would accept it. That sounds hard. Oh my God, look how cute Naughty's eyes are when you hit them. They get all pleaty, which is actually a little bit heartbreaking. Look out, you're a water wizard. Ugh. Yeah, I really like how they power up your underwater bubble spit. Very satisfying. There's a lot of good things like that afterwards, like, well, Ninja can spit water in a little pipe out of the surface, which is super cute. But there's other things like that, like Spear. Spear works in the water in this game. Oh no! You have a gaming injury. I saw! I have pictures of the physicals of that game from Big Camera last night. It's fun seeing Yohane in the wild. Because Love Live is just such a struggling indie series, you know? Nice to see it wherever we can get it. There was so little whip. There was so little whip in that world. Like, there were 2 solid water sequences, but damn. You know what? Maybe some of the things that got replaced and turned into sand in this world were just beam. All right, Mr. Duder. Oh my gosh. Look at all these Macbeths this guy's got. Oh, I can take my own. Oh, I can take them right off. Wait, that's mad fun. Look how cute those skulls are. They have different sized eyes. Does Mr. Duder really give Whip Kirby a chance to steal his skulls? That's like peak boss design for Kirby. Ooh, good hit. I am kind of craving the remakes, like remixed bosses in the Magalore mode now. Although I guess we do have EX mode in this. Ah! Oh no! These stars, very satisfying glow effect. He's punching, he's punching. Let me through. Can I grab those? Well, we love Castlevania. All these snakes are so cute, though. Yeah, Whip is the only way to do this fight, as far as I'm concerned. I reckon they were going for more Indiana Jones with this, but oh crap. I do get a really satisfying Castlevania feeling out of Whip. It's very stiff. Woohoo! Wow, that was awesome. Yeah, Mr. Dude is a good fight. This game is so good. Whew. Yeah, jasmine tea, meh. Not the best. Not the best, but I'm happy to have her. Victory! We can fly like this. We don't need anything else. My baby can fly again. You come from a distant land. He didn't forget it, so it's not the forgotten land. My generous offer. I'm getting such deja vu about these signs. Did I stream this game before? I feel like I streamed these. I feel like I was making commentary on these signs. I'm not messing up this time. It must have been mostly time that screwed me up last time. Pretty sure running and spinning is faster. Ah, jeez. Up. That's a good up right there. And then I'm going to the right. Yep. Hammer's hitting. I wonder if platinum really is like get everything as fast as possible. I want to say I was getting platinums when I was trying this in the remake. Nice, nice, nice. Ah, dang. See, I was trying to jump again that time. Well, I was very fast, but I definitely left some coins on the table. Darn it. Right? I know, right? But no, I really feel like I did... I feel like we've been here before. I feel like I've made silly jokes about this place before. Alright, whip challenge. This is the real stuff. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Ow. Whoops. Oh no. Hello? Oh shit. Oh, enough, Vulcans. No! Yeah, this is the exact same one as the remake. I have grinded this level. Truly the Octo expansion of Kirby. Although actually that would be there is a DLC for this hiding in the 20th anniversary collection. There's even more challenges. I've never even done the base game. Oh, this. Uh-oh. Oh no! Did you see how close that was though? Yeah, it's not as fun as Treasure Road. It's very hard, too. What is it? Oh, it's on the right. Well, I remembered like half of it. Watch the comeback. Watch the comeback. Okay. Ideal. This one's a little like... Okay, that's something. That's something. The middle part though, I feel like I'm not doing that right. That's ideal. Bam. 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 Dash for it. Nice. Hit this. Bam. 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 Up. Up. Get that. Side, 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 side. Get this. Yeah, it's fine. One good this. And some of this, this, and this. Okay, tried to get a dash going. Turns out you can't dash straight into a wall. Yeah, no frog hopping minigame. That's the real challenge. Oh shoot, I forgot. This punishes you. That punishes you for doing the spin move. It leaves you vulnerable. Oh shoot. Alright, that last one kind of stung. Meh. No damage, that's good. One more time, one more time. Try to get that last coin at the end. I think I've memorized the elevator patterns. Get that. These. Them. These. Upsy daisy. And this part is like a normal up followed by stepping off to the right, followed by a normal up. It's kind of weird. Do that. Do this. No. Do this. Do this. This. Get down. Hit that. Get it. Get this. Bam. 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 Up. 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 Now we're doing a bam. 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 Okay. And we're doing one of these. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing that. Okay, definitely missed one again. Uh-oh. Oh! Grr. Wow. Alright, well, we'll make it up with the elevator. Yes, okay, we did. Get me in there, get me in there, get me in there. Okay, okay. Well, we missed the gold by like a minute, so we're not getting gold. Well. That's painful. Leaving those at silver is painful. I guess I have to go through the training arc properly, but it's kind of boring. Treasure Road, though. Treasure Road I will play all day long. Oh wow, this is so cute. Look at Meta Knight. There's so much cute art for this. Swing the Wii remote. I believe I'm rather good at this one. This is so cute. Oh, wrist strap. Alright, we're strapping up. That's a nice Kirby model. It looks kind of cel-shaded. Maybe I should make a remake in that style. Oh my god, my Wiimote is making noises. Wow. So it's all on the wrist? No aiming. Yeah, okay. Wow, this is beautiful. I really like this. This is the only thing that precursored the cel-shaded art style of the remake in any way, shape, or form. Alright, we got a good start. Oh, it's like Ninja Kirby, or it's like Samurai Kirby, but with motion controls. I have been something of a wrist flicker in my time. Easy. 213, happy birthday. Ouch. 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 That was a pretty big curveball, I gotta say. Eight. I graduated. Look at that wanted poster for the Gordo. Yeah, I'll try level 2. I'll try level 2, but yeah, not sugoku inshoteki. It didn't really make a big impression on me. The visuals are great, but the fun is very average. Thank you. Yes, I'll take my shuriken back. My custom pink shuriken. Well, fuck that one. Don't mock me. Oh, they stop you when you miss. I'll play this again later. I'm okay without this game. The copy ability room is fun though. Yeah, I almost called them out. I almost called them out. They were really cute. Alright, so Soro Soro, it's gonna be Onion Ocean time. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do White Wafer today. If I don't, it's probably gonna be a 3-weekend stream. And I like streaming this, so I might just let that happen. Kabam. What is your favorite Kirby game? What track did that come from? It's fun like making combos with this thing that you'll never actually use, because nothing in the game works this way. Like, I've made some ridiculous combos, but like, you don't do that in this game. It's only for abusing this poor thing. I went crazy in the copy ability room the first night with the remake, though. I really wanted to get a feel for all the abilities and their changes. I was thinking, because there's not a terribly large amount of content to cover in this game without the Magalog and everything, I was like, maybe we could do a break game at some point. I'm not sure what I would do, though. I guess we could switch to Dream Buffet, but that's kind of... Then I have to, like, switch to my Switch and everything. And I was thinking, I picked up Pico 8 2, or Celeste Classic 2, and it's really fun. Next time I do Celeste Month, which I'm not sure if it'll be next year or not at this point, it might be. We're gonna have Celeste 64 and Pico 8 2. I haven't played Celeste 64, I haven't played the Pepper Grinder demo, I haven't played the Game of the Month, I have all these small games to play. But like, Octo expansion, like, yeah. I just keep playing Splatoon. And I'm pretty happy, but I do want to play those games. I guess in a way I could save Celeste 64 for next year, that'd be cool. I thought I was gonna play it, but I don't know. But yeah, now we're gonna have crazy side games for Celeste instead of just Ice Climbers. Yes, so Pico 8 2 is really cool. It has a different character with a grapple hook, and it's a really fun mechanic. It's like really tricky and engaging. Oh, awesome! Dreamland 3 is awesome. I could play a tiny bit of Adventure as a break. Yeah, I got the disc right here. But consider Octopus expansion. a practice dummy that works completely differently from every other enemy. Okay, so we're gonna cut to a break again. Don't have a riot in the chat. I'm 75 years old. I need my rest. And I'll be back real quick with level 3. Welcome back. Welcome back to a very familiar sight. The Kirby 20th anniversary disc. Our old friend. If only this thing had a playtime counter. A heart-shaped cake. Juno, you have multiple partners? Juno! Juno, since when do you have multiple partners? We need to catch up about something here. Oh my gosh. I did not realize that. My parents actually mailed me some nice candy from America. I want to play a little bit of Kirby's Adventure, because I was talking about 8-bit graphics just yesterday, and yeah, I just want like a little bit of a break before we do one more world. Yeah, Juno, fess up. Why does it look so gray? Sorry, I've been spoiled by the 3DS port. Everything looks kind of washed out on this. Maybe my TV's colors aren't that good. Oh my gosh! Wait, partners plural? I'm so happy! I'm so happy! That's totally new. Congratulations. I'm happy for that development. Well, this sure is green and blue. Really? Well, there was one person. There was one person in some picture. Yeah, these enemies will just jump out and wallop you, frankly. The way they're placed is just like murder sometimes. Oh my gosh. That's so slay. Oh my god, the way Spark slows down the entire game. People will be like, why do you complain about lag in a Kirby game? And I'm like, you haven't played enough Kirby's Adventure. This ending never gets old though. This is one of the peak jumping puzzles. Yeah, the not including crane games in the overworld for Return to Dreamland is just mad. Right, by the way, if y'all haven't played this, so this game has a lot in common with Return to Dreamland, including this overworld setup that only they have, which I think is a lot of fun. I've always really enjoyed this overworld setup. Yeah, you always make me believe in dating apps. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a cool way to meet cool people if you're like not cishet. That's true. I mean, some shooting games I think do that. Yeah, like all of these mini games are fun. I think so. There's like the egg catcher one, and this, and then what else is there? I don't know, but I guess there's also like the boss battles from the copy ability rooms. I believe this game is why I thought that I loved fire. I think I like fire disproportionately much in this game. The cutter is the size of Sir Kibble. Poor thing's getting eaten alive. That's a fast dash. Looks brutal. Oh yeah, it's Crash, not Bomb. Bomb, like, a lot of the abilities that showed up for the first time in Superstar feel kind of gimmicky. Like Ninja, Wing, Mirror, you don't see them every day. Yo-Yo. But Bomb snuck in really well. Bomb makes itself feel like it's always been here from the beginning, but it wasn't. Yeah, he was still learning. I mean, if there is any chronology, this is probably fairly early, because Meta Knight just kind of shows up as like a mid-boss. Like, it really feels like the first time he fights Meta Knight. Beam slows things down when it hits enemies. Arr! No, like, I've been debating using dating apps in Japan because, like, yeah, I can keep trying random, like, hobby groups or whatever to meet people. Or I can just search women interested in women and probably find way more relatable people way quicker. There used to be a whole, like, Tinder-based friend group that I knew somebody in like, the area where we live. I was like, that seems fun. I mean, they were all kind of toxic and overly quirky, and that's why I'm, like, scarred about Scott Pilgrim now. But, you know, it seemed fun in its own way. Toxically quirky pixie dream girls. Ouch. See, peak, different colored enemies. This is the Neopets of Kirby. Dreamland 3, Dreamland 3, one day. I actually, Dreamland 3, huh? I haven't played it in years, and I've only played it once, so I'm very curious how much I'm gonna like it when I go back. It didn't click perfectly. I still need to learn how to do the puzzles and stuff, but I'm very curious what I'm gonna think when I go back. I might not stream it, but I'll probably play it this year. Ow! Oh my gosh, slow down. Bam. Yeah, I think they're in Shizuoka. I'm pretty sure they're in Shizuoka, which is really out of the way. This is another good ability. I think this is kind of, yeah, this game is probably why I thought Fire and Ice were both my favorites, because they're both really good in this game. They're really fun. And the color change is really good on Ice. Or Freeze and Ice, rather. That is the frustrating thing with bands, right? Is like, I mean, a lot of them are in Tokyo, so I can't complain. Mostly can't complain. But, yeah, if they're not in your area, you're just not seeing them. Ah! Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Things get done quicker. This sure is flashing. This sure is flashing. Ugh. It's like eye strain. I am no expert. I am no NES master. This movement's so good though. Being able to go back and forth. So good. I wonder if this is my first time playing Adventure on the disc. Or probably playing the disc on the Wii U is what it is. Ouch. Oh wow. Oh, we're going raw? We're going no copy abilities? That's right, that happens in this game. I'm not afraid. Hey. Mine. Yep, they never miss. I saw a whole video about these Kirby cutscenes. I recommend it. If you search like Kirby history of cutscenes or something like that, there's a really, really good video about how much characterization they used to get done in these cutscenes for like Dreamland 3, Adventure, that kind of thing. 64. It was a very good video. Very, very up my alley. Okay, slay. Okay. Uh-oh. What's going on? What's going on? Ah. Huh. Nothing happened with the stream, right? I think my hard drive just kind of went spooky. Oh, sorry, not my computer hard drive, my external hard drive. I always just call external hard drives hard drives. I think it just kind of had a moment. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. I didn't hold the Wii remote sideways enough. I forgot to cherish her. Please, 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 please. Are we back? We live? Did we live? Oh! Yay! Damn. That actually was... I mean, it seems like OBS can crash for whatever goddamn reason. That wasn't, like, terminal. I mean, now we gotta get Elgato back, but... I was just trying to... I was trying to record while I streamed, and something weird happened with my external hard drive, and I think that's the only reason it crashed. Oh crap. That's not a good sign. OBS browser. Uh-oh. We good? Oh, is my face gonna pop up? No. I think there were 2 OBSs, and that caused an issue. Oh, what do we got? Oh, we got